Good morning, my friends. I'm scrubbing my itinerary and I wanted to take a break. I've been working on this for over 2 years now. I've been planning this trip and I'm 10 months away from its execution. And there's still a lot of refinement to do on the itinerary, and I have to begin the acquisition of equipment process. And as I'm sitting here reviewing this itinerary, I want to talk to you about how you can plan such a trip, and you can do so responsibly. See, anyone can take such a journey. I am not the first, nor will I be the last, but this is the first time for me, and this is the longest trip of my life. Most of the individuals who you see embark on such a trip of this magnitude, they sell everything they have and they move into an RV or a van full time. I'm not doing this. I got inspired. I created a bucket list and I set a goal. And my goal is simple, I think. To create a personal journey that creates new experiences that stimulate my creativity and can be artistically reflected within the photographic record I plan to produce. I created that goal and then I created a realistic timeline. I broke it into sections, stages, days. But before I got really crazy into the planning, I shared my idea with my family. It initially was going to be a family ordeal, but they lost interest. Their interest faded. So now this is a personal solo endeavor. I will keep them informed in the process, and during the building of this itinerary and execution of this journey, I'm going to keep in mind and address their concerns. I want to make my family feel as if they are part of this process. After all, I have the responsibilities to them and to my homestead. I'm not selling off my life to go on this trip. So it's important to me that I balance both the trip and my responsibilities in the planning and execution of the Multiverse Project. And you know I'm serious about this trip because I've printed off stickers. I've chosen to do this trip 70s style. I'm disconnecting from the noise and I'm following paper maps. The itinerary that I'm creating will be printed. It outlines my route and lists camping spots and entertainment, food resources, and reservation details. It will have critical numbers and other information that I most likely will require during this endeavor. The journey is going to, if all goes well, take me along the side roads into the small towns and through the deserts and along the coastlines and over the mountains. The places far removed from the noise of our everyday lives. It's going to be just brilliant as I rediscover the silence. Each place will support my goal, the goal of building a new body of work while helping me to discover who I became after a lifetime of service. The idea for this trip was initially inspired by Expedition Happiness. It looked like a fun journey. I found myself inspired as I began watching other content creators explore the wonders of this wonderful country, and so I started to build this bucket list of places that I think or felt would be awesome to experience. And I found that I had created a list of 256 sites, wonders that I wanted to visit. I knew, like every year, that my 60th birthday I would go home to the playa. And since I was already heading to Burning Man, why not expand my experience this year? So I started simple. I added one item to the list, and then another, then another, and then another. And next thing I knew, the bucket list had filled this map and created a dream trip. The dream trip was influenced by other creators that I watch. And I didn't even know if it would even be possible to make such a journey. I wanted to see if it was even responsible, so I used Burning Man as the anchor point. When I created the initial trip, I was able to determine the length of such a journey, and I found myself creating a budget suddenly. Taking a look at how much it would cost for gas and hotel and food, determine the cost of the fuel, the food, accommodations, and added it together and realized it was achievable. But then what about the excursions and the entertainment and the other things that I wish to participate in? Started doing a little more research, and suddenly I realized that I had determined my destinations, the length of the trip, my budget, the campsites and accommodations that would be required, attractions and sites that I desired to see, food cost, and the places that I wanted to capture on film. Suddenly I needed advice, but not advice on whether, this trip is doable or not. I needed to know if I could manage it with my health, because my health is a major concern. I may look fine, but I'm 100% disabled veteran. My health issues make such a trip difficult and can derail this trip in an instant. Not all of my disabilities lie on the surface. I am a chronic pain patient. I have lumbar and cervical spine injuries. I suffered a major crush injury and TBI, which has left me in a state of constant migraines. Those migraines affect my ability sometimes to concentrate, to speak without, deviation or clarity. And then there's the PTSD, that's a constant reminder of the things that I endured for your freedom. And I do not have it as bad as others, but what I do suffer from is often crippling and could derail this trip in an instant. With my health limitations in mind, I had to make determinations on what I could do and where I could do or could go. So I had to determine, should I? And the thoughts were in my head, I think I can. So why the hell not? Let's give it a shot. I deserve this opportunity. And as a result of that decision, I started to refine my bucket list. I started researching each one of the destinations and making a must-do, must-see list. It became the basic shell of what has become the final itinerary. And of course, it's flexible. The research focused upon the details and regulations and the laws and where I can stay and where I cannot. And if I do go to a campground, when does the reservation need to be made and what is the cost? And can I wild camp? Can I boondock? What protections are needed and what protections are allowed? What protections are not allowed? Then I started to organize other details, dividing the trip into days and assigning activities to each day, including areas of possible photographic opportunities. Everything centered around the burn. And I need to plan for the burn. I need to identify gold prospecting locations. I need to find VA clinics and other medical facilities. I need to determine my food sources and generate a realistic time estimate, travel time estimate, basically for each activity, each day, each region, in order to create a balance for travel momentum. Some days will be road days with the knowledge that if I see something to photograph, I am going to stop. And other days will be built around a site, a region, a photographic opportunity, or a planned exploration such as a hike. I am currently building menus and supply requirements. I need to identify where I can purchase my food, where I can shop for supplies, how I will store my food, and how I will prepare my meals. I have a very strict diet and don't have the pleasure of stopping at a gas station or a burger bar to grab a sandwich. I'm also reviewing and adjusting my my final version of this itinerary, revising my goals and building a gear list. I have the needs for Burning Man. I have my photographic gear, gold prospecting equipment, and items required for a journey into the Great White North, and my space is limited. My Burning Man gear alone, though minimal, fills my vehicle. What I carry to the burn is geared around the temperatures on the playa. I carry a bike and an odd selection of very odd clothing. But I'm headed up north, and at the time of year I will be traveling, the temperatures I require the appropriate gear. Those temperatures will range from 5 degrees at night to 50 degrees during the day. It's a big difference between the playa and the Arctic. So I require 2 sets of bedding, 2 types of clothing, snow recovery gear for the vehicle, and hiking gear that is appropriate for the terrain I will find myself in. My gold prospecting equipment fills the rucksack. It contains a river sluice, a gold pan, a flow pan, a shovel, and a hand dredge. But I need to ensure that I am compliant with local laws, because in BC, for instance, I cannot use a sluice, but while I'm in Alaska, the restrictions are more relaxed. But regardless of where I am, I have to be cognizant of other people's claims. My photographic gear, that is a video for another day. And then there are documents, of course. Documents, those are critical. You need to ensure that you have those. I must ensure that everything is current, like my open carry permit, my passports, my military IDs, most of my documentation, most of my documents are set to expire on my birthday. So here, time becomes critical. I need to ensure that I carry proper funding sources, as many locations in the areas I will be traveling do not take credit or debit. And I also must ensure that I have a way of securing my money, such as a money belt or a travel wallet that's RFI protected. And I know I cannot carry over the border, so I must make sure I have the proper arrangements to store and collect my weapon upon the return. So I need to contact in advance FFLs to ensure arrangements are made. Other items or gear that must be acquired include toiletries and personal care items, medications to cover the full trip duration, first aid kits, proper chargers and solar gear, water bottles for hiking, and suitable bedding. If I hike into a remote location like Jasper National Park, do I require a backpack or a rucksack, a tent, bear spray? I need to ensure I have the proper hiking boots for sure. At minimum, the proper winter hiking gear, because you always must plan and travel responsibly. You must know the laws and the regulations and the routes, locations and services, and a way to communicate in case there's an emergency. Though I am traveling 70s style, yes, I will still have a phone. Yes, I will still be connecting to the internet, uploading videos. But my phone will be locked away in a Faraday cage, except when needed. I have a beautiful Faraday bag where my computer, my phone, and other electronic equipment will be stored. In my planning, I have used various tools. I've used, like right here, Word, PowerPoint, iOverlander, and Polar Steps. But when I depart, I'll be using a printout of my itinerary and an old school atlas. It's going to be phenomenal. It's a walk down memory lane. And I have downloaded music that I will fill my vehicle with, motivational beats and vocals. So here's my plan, right here. Stage 1 through 3 is a walk down memory lane. It's flexible. It starts in Key West and it heads to Biloxi, and it pushes around and upward to Tulsa and along the Arkansas River to Pueblo, to Colorado Springs and up to Denver. And during this segment of the trip, I will stop to visit my brother, some military friends, and revisit old memories. I will make it from Denver over to Fallon, where I will burn. And this burn is the anchor point for the entire trip. Following the burn, I have 3 days in Reno for recovery and restock before I begin the push for parts 5 through 9. And you see here, this is the complicated portion of my journey, as timing is very critical. I head over towards Fort Bragg, up Highway 1 and 101 before pushing north through Vancouver towards the Yukon. Now my travels are determined by 2 rivers. I must make the crossings before the rivers start to freeze and the ferries are pulled from the waters. Once I make the return crossings, I can relax. As I backtrack down and over toward Fairbanks, I'm comfortable in the snow and ice, so this portion onward towards Attican Pass on the way to Prudhoe Bay is very relaxed. My return arc is just as simple. I backtrack and head down and over towards Calgary and then down to Yellowstone. This is the last area of my photographic concentration before I hit Highway 98, head south toward Rock Springs, hit I-80 over to Colorado and down to I-70 through Kansas on the way back home. This is the fast-moving, hopefully uneventful 3-day drive. What remains in my plan is vehicle selection. I have a very capable Jeep Trailhawk, but space is incredibly limited. I would require a rooftop tent, awning, annex, and small refrigerator, and I could depart today. But the question arises, will my injuries become problematic in this platform? I think they most likely will. So I've created a dream list of vehicles that I feel are suitable for this journey. They offset the possible identified issues concerning my health and comfort. First, of course, I have my 2 dream machines, the Ross Monster Baja and the Earth Roamer LTX, both of which are honestly unrealistic, as I am a disabled veteran who sacrificed wealth for service to this country. More realistic for me is heading down the used route with the Ross Monster Sky, the Nuvo Nex, or Winnebago Revel. All 3 provide comfort and required capabilities that will enable the successful completion of this trip and provide future utilization both in my personal and professional lives. They are proven platforms and capable of tackling the Pan American Highway. That is, if I'm able to extend the Multiverse Project in 2028. See, the slow roamers, they influenced me, and they influenced this portion of my itinerary. I sit here and I can just imagine traveling through Mexico to Guatemala and Nicaragua, down into Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Chile, Argentina, and then South Antarctica for a polar plunge. Just imagine a polar plunge in both Tuktoyaktuk and Antarctica. What an incredible opportunity, what a dream. But this part of the trip is contingent upon geopolitical situations. If tensions ease and political stupidity ends, well, then this might be a continuation of the Multiverse Project. Otherwise, I'm off to Europe in 2028. So this is the planning process. And I ask, did you catch the steps? To recap, to build a trip like this, the stages for a traveler's journey includes dreaming, planning, budgeting, booking, experiencing, and sharing. That dream comes from the inspiration that you see online, and magazines and books. You must become inspired. Build a bucket list. Determine the length of your trip. Research and secure travel methods and research accommodations. Determine what kind of entertainment and dining activities you wish to engage in, and then build a budget. Then you must collect your documents, your passports and other travel documents. Build a list of emergency contacts, identify your gear requirements, and start that acquisition process. This includes ensuring that you have packed toiletries and first aid kits and medications that will last for the duration of your trip. You need to identify and collect your clothing. Collect comfort gear such as small travel pillows and, eye masks. And this also includes ensuring that you have bedding if needed. Ensure that you have payment methods such as cash and cards and a way to secure those. A money belt or a travel wallet with, proper protection. And if you explore, you head out, hike, you need to ensure you have the proper gear, the proper hiking shoes, the proper clothing, that you have water, snack, and food available. And you have to ensure that you have, during your trip, chargers for your technology. I'm not worried about people leaving behind their phones because, damn, our phones are glued to our hands now. But the chargers we often forget. And don't forget, you may need a camera, and a tripod would be helpful. You need to be sure that you research the laws and regulations for where you're going to travel. Make sure that it's even open, because some places they're seasonal. And ensure that you have some sort of music or entertainment for your downtime. My goodness, bring headphones. You make that your personal space. Anybody can make this trip. Anyone can do this. And I encourage you to. But you must prepare yourself and you must travel safely. So, until next time, my friends, I want you to stay beautiful. I want you to feel inspired. I want you to build bucket lists and create dreams. And then go out and make those dreams happen. Be happy. Make your dreams come true. And until next time, my friends, cheers.
Just a dream.